They finally lost. It just feels. I'm sorry, just give me a moment. I just need to take this in. It just feels so good to say that. Ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona, after an 11 to 12 unbeaten game streak, they have lost a football game. And I cannot be happier, ladies and gentlemen. But not just happy, but just relieved, ladies and gentlemen, man. Now, I did not watch this game live, I'll be completely honest. I went back and watched it again, obviously, afterwards, because I was watching the FCON, which was an unbelievable final that we saw, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I laughed at Barcelona, but I'll be completely honest. This was probably one of the most undeserving losses I have ever seen in my entire goddamn life, man. They deserve to win this game. Barcelona fully deserve to win this game, man. Before we get into this, subscribe to the channel and we will deep analyze everything that happened in this game. What was even deep analyze? I'm so Ladies and gentlemen, Real Sociedad, first of all, starts with giving Barcelona a guard of honor. Now again, just rubbing it to my face. Real Madrid refused to give a guard of honor, and then the next game, who did they face last game? I believe it was Racing, gave a guard of honor to Barcelona, and now we have Real Sociedad giving a guard of honor to Barcelona as well. Amazing, we got the message here. Sure, we will do a guard of honor to Barcelona next. And what is this thing with guard of honors, fam? They already did one last game. They're doing one this game as well. Relax, well, every game we're just gonna clap for Barcelona or something. Ladies and gentlemen, then this happens. A foul by Dani Olmo, ladies and gentlemen, and the goal was disallowed, scored by Fermin Lopez. A very beautiful long shot. It was disallowed because of Dani Olmo tackling Kubo, I believe. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first disallowed goal that happened in this game. What do I think? I think that was a foul. I think that was a good decision that it was disallowed. Dani Olmo clearly tackled Kubo, the Real Sociedad player, and then Fermin takes the ball and shoots, and that is not legal, obviously. So that is disallowed. That is correct in my opinion, Barcelona fans. And then we get into, ladies and gentlemen, the second disallowed goal from Frankie de Jong. Ladies and gentlemen, do we need to even argue about this one, man? They throw a ball, Pedri throws a ball to de Jong. De Jong was clearly miles offside. Second disallowed goal, ladies and gentlemen, in the game, in the first half. That, again, my opinion, de Jong was clearly offside. Barcelona fans, you cannot get mad to that. Third disallowed goal, ladies and gentlemen, Lamine Yamal scores, and this is what has been causing people to go absolutely insane, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the footage from Lamine Yamal. The pass happened there where it just hit a bounce every single player and then went to Lamine Yamal and scores, right? Look at it from this angle, and now look at it from the graph they have given that said it was offside. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm genuinely 50-50 on this one, but in my honest opinion, this is such a close, not offside decision for me, ladies and gentlemen, because there is no way that is offside, man. How do you give this one offside? That genuinely baffles my mind, in my opinion. You're just disrespecting the league, first of all. You're disrespecting IQ, in my opinion, referee. And this should have been an onside, ladies and gentlemen. The goal should have counted for Lamine Yamal, in my genuine opinion, man. The fact that Frankie de Jong, you had Frankie de Jong coming outside, someone as a good guy of a Frankie de Jong, in my opinion, who never says anything, right? He was mentioning the offside situation to the fourth official, and exactly the same thing happened here last year. What I want to say is that you can't even talk to referees. I'm the team captain. I don't understand what he's doing to me. He looks at me with a look and says, I'm better than you. It's frustrating. He can't act like that. The fact that, ladies and gentlemen, even Hansi Flick, for the love of God, who has been professional since he joined Barcelona, man, he went in an interview and was pissed, ladies and gentlemen. He was saying, I usually don't talk about the referee stuff, but what he did this game, that there is this guy, La Liga have good referees, but then there is this guy, and he doesn't want to waste more energy speaking on this guy, ladies and gentlemen. This brother is probably a bigger threat to Barcelona than Real Madrid, and I'm even a Real Madrid fan saying that. This brother last year had the same incident with the big foot situation, if you guys don't remember, where Lewandowski was clearly like onside and they counted it as offside. This was the same official that officiated that game as well. The same referee, ladies and gentlemen. And then another scenario where it happened with Piqué. Piqué went to the referee and called him out. That was a few years ago as well when Piqué used to play, right? This brother has caused so much pain to Barcelona. It's unbelievable, man. 3 disallowed goals. 2 of them were correct. The last one shouldn't have been offside, in my opinion. And Barcelona genuinely got robbed, in my opinion, in that situation. They should have counted the goal. This killed the momentum. This killed a lot of things, man. And it's just undeserved, in my opinion. And it's just so unlucky, in my opinion. That referee genuinely should have been not in this league anymore, in my opinion. He has had so many worse moments, even for Real Madrid games. I remember that referee, man. Penalty for Barcelona. Lamine Yamal gets tackled. It was a clear penalty, but this is the 4th mistake Barcelona fans are saying. But in my opinion, Lamine Yamal was offside before. Like, look at it, it's clearly, he was clearly offside, ladies and gentlemen. Then he goes into the box and then he fell down for the penalty, which obviously you cannot get a penalty for that because it was offside to begin with. So that, in my opinion, is offside as well. 3 good decisions, in my opinion. 1 very bad decision, in my opinion, man. And the fact that Frenkie de Jong said that he was being arrogant and all, the referee was a bad referee, in my opinion. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the unlucky part and why I said it was undeserved loss for Barcelona. The amount of times they have hit the wooden work, man. One being Dani Olmo. First half, he hits the crossbar, he hits the post literally inches away from the goal, right? And then, ladies and gentlemen, Dani Olmo misses an easy chance. I believe the goalkeeper saves it right in front of the goal. Ladies and gentlemen, Lewandowski hits the crossbar after a beautiful pass from Lamine Yamal. Ladies and gentlemen, Koundé hits the post again, ladies and gentlemen, where the goalkeeper saves, hits the post, in my opinion. Cancelo with a beautiful cross as well. We're not forgetting this Cancelo performance. But what an unlucky game from Barcelona, man. You even had Pedri not scoring a goal right in front of the goal, which he should have scored, in my honest opinion, man. It is just such an unlucky game. We are lucky enough to say that we are only 1 point behind Barcelona, man. This game was just one of those games. You know, one of those games where nothing goes your way. Not the referee calls, not the shots that you shoot. Because look at the statistics, ladies and gentlemen, man. 7 big chances for Barcelona, 25 shots, and 8 goalkeeper saves from Real Sociedad, and Barcelona had 73 ball position the entire game, ladies and gentlemen. Such an unlucky game for Barcelona, in my opinion. Now, I have seen a lot of opinions, especially from Barcelona fans and football fans, basically saying, oh, how important Rafinha is to this team. I mean, obviously, the stats say it. With Rafinha, Barcelona had like a 90% win rate, while without Rafinha, Barcelona had around like 40% win rate, which just shows how important Rafinha is now. I understand. But that doesn't mean, that's like, puts away the performance that Lamine Yamal had this game, man. Lamine Yamal had one of the greatest games of his career, man. Not just the rating saying it of a 9.0, but ladies and gentlemen, the statistics of 7 chances created, 3 big chances, 11 successful dribbles. The way he was moving on the pitch, just go and watch his highlights alone from the Real Sociedad game, and he was moving so smooth. He is so good, man. He is so genuinely so talented. The way he dribbled those players, those grown men, putting them to the ground as well, man, was just so beautiful. He moves like genuine butter, man. He played so good, and unfortunately there is one scenario again where Pedri missed a shot as well. He's just unfortunate that this brother couldn't get away with even more assists in this game, man. And that Conde header as well. He played so good. His performance was just insane throughout the game, man. Lamine Yamal, I feel bad for him as well, because they're just saying Rafinha is so much more important than Lamine Yamal. No, they are both as important. In my opinion, Rafinha is definitely needed, but Lamine Yamal is important as well. And the game he gave us was just unbelievable. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Barcelona finally lost. We laughed on social media. On YouTube, we're a bit more serious. But subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down. I see every single comment. And gracias.